may I ask everyone to please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance, which is being recited by your valedictorian, Lydia Varghese.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, our national anthem, sung by Class of 2021's Leanna Urena.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly shining. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Thank you, you may be seated. Hello? Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll use the handle. Hello? Welcome to the Class of 2021 Martin Van Buren High School Commencement Graduation Ceremony. My name is Brian Greenspan. I'm the Coordinator of Student Affairs and Senior Advisor at Van Buren, and I am very, very proud to be here with you right now. I want to apologize, the ceremony is going to be considerably shorter than a normal graduation because we were originally going to have 2 or 3 sessions based on our restrictions. But I hope that it doesn't feel any less diminished, and I hope that you enjoy this experience to the fullest, as I certainly will. You know, there's a lot of things going through my mind, and I never prepare a speech at graduation, but I just want to say, and I hope that nobody feels it's inappropriate, but I feel so blessed right now. What a blessing this day is right now. We have so many things to be thankful for and grateful for, despite one of the worst year and a half in history. The weather, we can be blessed. We're blessed by the weather. It's not raining. It's not 90 degrees with 98% humidity. We're blessed. You know, I'm personally blessed to be working with some of the greatest students I've ever experienced in my 20+ years of teaching. Just what an assortment. I mean, I could stand up here and speak for 4 hours straight about the experiences I've had with these students. Like Ruben Joseph, where are you, Ruben? Is he here? He's like the son from another mother. Siddharth Basra, teaching. Are you here, Siddharth? I don't see him. There he is. Again, what a joy it was teaching a fine young man like that. I mean, Francesca Milfort, there's so many names that come to mind. I don't want anybody to feel like that. Glenn, going off to play for Belize national football team. I mean, Rohan Singh scoring 33 points on our last home game, making us look good. Just everyone, Izzy Memme, just making it up. And Samantha Weir, is she here? Oh my gosh. This girl gave me headaches every day because she does not stop talking. But you know what? Samantha, you made school fun for me every day, and that goes a long way. I'll never forget you for it. And speaking of blessings, I have to say this. Van Buren has had its peaks and valleys and its ups and downs. Really, a school can only be as good as the leader who is at the helm. We had a principal years ago who hated kids. She gave every kid an 8th period lunch so that they'd go home instead of staying in the building. You know, the list goes on, and I don't want to smear her because she was nice to me. But anyway, when I think of blessings, I think of when I heard that our previous principal, Mr. Sochet, was leaving, I was very disappointed because he was a very good principal. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what are we going to get next? Are we going to get another one of those who, whatever? And I could not be happier with the leader that we now have. When I met her, I met her in her office one of the first few days she came in, and I shoot from the hip, and I'm very skeptical, and I knew right away that I'm dealing with a person who is genuine, loves and cares about kids, and that's what we need more than anything. So not only is she professional and efficient and super stickler for details, she has a heart that outweighs any other aspect. And I love her for it, and I want to give her a hug right now, even though she's gonna. Miss Tracy Martinez, your principal.
Class of 2021, you made it. I have to say wonderful things about Mr. Greenspan. He organized this event. He had a vision of your graduation and having the ability to sit here and to celebrate this moment for you. And so I want to say thank you to Mr. Greenspan and to every member of the MVB staff that took their time, their energy to create this celebration for you, right? And so welcome class of 2021, parents, guardians, faculty, and honored guests. Graduates, I want you to take a moment to clap your hands for those that have supported you in this journey. Clap your hands for your parent, your guardian, your aunt, your uncle, a family member that helped you to get to this moment in your life. Let us put our hands together to honor the dedicated MVB staff that continued even in the midst of a pandemic to teach and support every single one of you. It is my great honor to be your principal this year. I've watched you shine with greatness, genuine dedication, and perseverance. You are the class that has been able to achieve and prosper in a time like no other. You have persevered through the hills and valleys of life. Valleys are a type of landform between two mountains that often symbolize or represent an impossible situation. Basically, a valley is a space between two mountains. COVID-19 has tested your character, your ability to carry on in the midst of adversity. It has caused you to reconsider yourself and the world around you with uncertainty. Having stepped away from traditional senior year activities and practices, you participated in virtual and remote classes and celebrated holidays from afar. You relied heavily on social media to interact with your friends, your family, and pop culture, and struggled with day-to-day socialization with close friends. From a different perspective, the Valley clearly provides a learning opportunity to conquer these challenges. When you look at the majestic landform or a mountain and consider the possibility of climbing the mountain, you realize what it truly takes to be excellent. When you reach the top, you're filled with joy. Not only because of the beautiful scenery, but because of what you have accomplished. The beginning of your senior year was a valley in which you began the journey to learn just how tough and smart and wonderful you can be. All of these attributes were already in you. But it took getting to the top of the mountain, the end of the year, to realize how amazing you really are. You did it. This is a beautiful moment. Stop and celebrate your success. Someone once said, what you think you become, and what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create. You are the graduating class. You are graduating because of who and what you are. A talented individual with unlimited potential to imagine and create a life that is filled with purpose and meaning. As you face the next hurdle, be it attending college or career training or the military, you will not know exactly what to expect, but know that you have everything you need inside of you to reach the mountaintop, where your next step in life awaits you. You can make it through anything after enduring the pandemic. You have the ability to persevere. Finally, I remind you that through the mountains and valleys of life, you should imagine yourself at the top of the mountain and remind yourself that you have what it takes to climb up and stay on top. Congratulations, class of 2021.
At this time, how many of you saw the virtual graduation ceremony last night? Great, thank you. Again, because of the brevity of the event, all of the student speakers spoke last night and instead of speaking live. But I would be remiss if I didn't have them come up to the stage and have a moment of honor and recognition for themselves. So I'd like to call to the stage Glenford Gentle, Student of the Year for Athletics. He just dropped his phone. Student of the Year for Athletics, Cecilia Mackenzie Richardson. Student of the Year for the Arts, Michael Jaleko. Your Scholars President, Gaurav Kumar. Your Senior President, Ayana Eluardo. Your SO President and Student of the Year for Service, Emily Diana. Your Salutatorian and Student of the Year for Leadership, Ashikar Rahim. And your Arista President, Student of the Year for Scholarship, and your Valedictorian, Lydia Varghese. Lydia is going to say a few words on behalf of these students of distinction.
Hello everyone. I hope you're all having a lovely day today. I just want to speak about these people here because they've done a wonderful job in working hard during the school year, during the pandemic also. And I just want to give a big congratulations to all of you because you've done so hard, you worked so hard during this pandemic. And I would also like to thank the staff, the teachers, everybody who's part of this faculty, because without you, we wouldn't be here. And I hope you congratulate yourselves because you've really done a good job. And now, I would like to thank all the parents, the guardians, siblings, aunts, relatives, whomever, because without you, we wouldn't be here. And your love and sacrifice, it really paid well. That is why we are here today. And lastly, I want to congratulate all the graduates here because you've done so well. Each and every one of you is here today because of your hard work, because of what you've done, what you've created. And I want you to know that from this day forward, you guys will have a choice in what you will do, where you want to be. What choice will you make? Congratulations to all the graduates of 2021.
How about a quick photo op in front of the stage with all our students of distinction? Go in front of the stage. In front of it. Yeah, there you go. Give it up one more time for our students of distinction. A finer crop of students there never was. Thank you. Next up Um, I have a personal admission to make. I was always too scared to go into the military. Maybe I watched too many movies, I don't know. But we have several brave, courageous members of the class of 2021 who are enlisting, and I'd like to have our college counselor, Ms. Sandberg, share those names with you because they certainly deserve it.
Congratulations, seniors. You're all moving on to a wonderful new path, and we wish you all the success in the world. The following students are about to embark on a noble journey, and we are so proud of all you're about to accomplish. Shania Ramsmer is enlisting in the United States Air Force. Eduardo Siaka is enlisting in the United States Air Force Reserves. Marcus Clement, Messiah Romeo, Shafiq Abdul, and Rosanna Tarrant are enlisting in the United States Army. Floro Pintero is enlisting in the United States Marines. And Anthony Payas is enlisting in the United States Navy. Will those students please rise? May we be among the first to say thank you for all of the challenges you're about to encounter to help keep our country safe and running smoothly. All of my best wishes to each of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sandberg, and thank you to our young enlisters. I just wanted to make a quick shout out to all the faculty who came today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the faculty members who have assisted during the ceremony. Thank you, guys. I got to give a special shout out to my ride or die, Mr. Castellano. Where is he? Castellano, where are you? I don't see him. There he is. He's normally the MC of our graduation. Everything was a little different this year, but he's my ride or die, working together for almost 20 years, and just always had my back, and I truly appreciate you, Mr. Castellano. You're the best. I just wanted to touch on something that Lydia mentioned a few minutes ago about what choices will you make. If you've had me as a teacher, you've heard this lecture before, but I always feel it's important to share at graduation because it's something that I think about every day. Each one of us is defined basically by the choices we make. We are like an aggregate or like a culmination of every choice that we make. Our choices, they shape us like building blocks and define us. And one thing I've come to recognize over the years, that in every decision you make, you have two choices. You could either choose to do what is right, or you could choose to do what is easy, okay? One thing I've learned, and if you think about it, it's true, it's never easy to do what's right, okay? And all too often, as human beings, we tend to choose to do what's easy rather than what's right because it's easier, you have a test to study for, and it's a subject you don't even like, and your favorite show is on Netflix. The right thing to do is to turn off the TV and hit the books because you know you have to. But the easy thing to do is, I'll do it later, and watch your show, right? Every choice, every time you choose to do what is easy, there's a price tag on that you're gonna have to pay, okay? In this case, you're probably gonna fail your test, okay? But think about it, every choice, what to eat for lunch. I probably would like to get fried chicken for lunch because that's easy, but the right thing to do for me would be to have a nice salad because I'm pretty fat. So if I choose the chicken, right, I'm making the easy choice and I'm going to suffer for it. First of all, I'm going to feel like crap after I eat it, and second of all, I'm going to be that much bigger and that less healthy. Okay, so I'm just saying that this philosophy applies to every choice that you make. When you're in college and you're at a party and it's 2:22 a.m. and your ride got terribly drunk, but they said, I'm good, I could drive you home. And you want to get home. The easy thing to do is to get in that car. The right thing to do is walk, even if it's 6 miles, okay? I'm just saying, every time you choose to do what is easy rather than what's right, there's a price tag on it. But every time you choose to do what is right, you're that much better as a person. You're that much stronger. Your character builds that much more. So I want you to think about these words as you go through life, now and 20 years hence. Am I choosing to do at that moment what is right or what is easy? Your life will be rewarded and filled with more happiness if you choose to do what is right rather than what's easy when those choices are presenting themselves to you. So I hope you remember that. Thank you. You know where I got that line from? Harry Potter, a Harry Potter movie. He said, Harry, you must choose to do what is right or what is easy. I'm like, man, that's profound. And it's really true. Thanks, Harry Potter. Or Dumbledore. Next up, our commencement speaker. It is an extreme honor to have this gentleman here with us this morning. He's a former teacher of history. Most of our faculty remember him as an African American history teacher because that was his specialty. When I tell you that there is no, I don't mean to bore you or gas him up or anything, but there is nobody on this earth who I admire and respect more than the gentleman sitting behind me. As an educator, I hit 50 this year, and I think I know it all. And every time I sit next to my next guest, he reminds me that there's so much more to learn. And that's one of the reasons I love interacting with him, because he's so interesting, and I'm always learning from him. He opens up intellectual doorways in terms of culture, not just African American history, but world culture. I mean, here is just a list of some of his accolades, and mind you, this is a short list, okay? He got his bachelor's at Case Western Reserve University, his master's of international affairs at the Columbia School of International and Public Affairs. He received the presidential appointment to the International Fellows Program. He's the former president of the Schomburg Corporation and the Center for Research in Black Culture, which is in Harlem. He's the director emeritus of the Alumni Association at Case Western Reserve University. He's a consultant for the Weill Institute of Music at Carnegie Hall and the American Council of Learned Societies. He's on the advisory council for the Japan Society, Educators Forum on Japan. He's won the John Bunzel Award for Outstanding Social Studies Educator in New York City. He's received professional development fellowships awarded by the Gilder Lehrman Institute for the Study of American History. He's got fellowships from the China Institute, Japan Society, Korea Society. He's a designated master teacher by China Institute for the Teaching of China. He's got a fellowship from the New York City Writing Project, Lehman College, City of New York. He's got a gold medal for teaching from the Education Update Incorporated. He's a great educator, received a Great Educator Award from Monroe College. I'm not even halfway done, okay? But just suffice to say that when I tell you that there is no person whom I admire and respect more than my next guest, it is true. And I am so proud and pleased that he's coming in today. His colleagues who didn't know him lit up when I told him he was going to be here. So ladies and gentlemen, give love and respect to Mr. David Johnson.
If only that individual would show up. Principal Martinez, members of the cabinet, faculty, parents, guardians, and candidates for graduation. I thank Mr. Greenspan for the very generous introduction. His invitation was probably extended because Michelle and Barack Obama were already booked today. It is an honor to address you briefly to mark your special achievement. You are the conquering heroes and sheroes, as Maya Angelou would say, whose resiliency is both heroic and noble. It is no small feat that you have successfully completed your studies, beset by the harsh winds of a global pandemic, social convulsions resulting from unabated police brutality, anti-Asian bias, rising anti-Semitism, and economic uncertainties, your way has appeared cloudy. Girded by tenacity, members of this class of 2021 have the distinction of being able to celebrate in person, assembled here today. It is muted, yet remains glorious. Today's convocation marks the beginning and not the end of the journey. Whether you will pursue higher education, join the military, or in your career. For several decades, I walked the same corridors as you, in this hallowed school which produced Nobel Prize winners and other illustrious alumni. In room 284, I endeavored to open doors of wonderment and curiosity through the lens of social studies for countless students, many who much preferred being elsewhere, especially given the volume of daily writing assignments and rigorous expectations. Many are the counselors who can attest to students streaming into their offices to request a course change. So much of my career as an educator was based upon real life experiences, in addition to book learning and university lectures. Family oral histories guided me. The magical gift of travel and encounters with fascinating individuals here and abroad enlivened my instruction as a teacher of social studies and history. And a love of books opened doors to which I could enter, revel, and return often. Your path has been no crystal stair. It will not prove smooth in the future. Therefore, I impart some lessons from my own life on how to navigate. It is often said that the ship which takes the zigzag course often has the most interesting journey. Always, always believe in yourself and set goals which may appear unachievable. You cannot seize an opportunity if you do not recognize an opportunity exists. Runaway slaves had a warning to others who escaped. Keep a top eye open. Surround yourselves with others who may be smarter than you and learn from them. While I excelled in most subjects, the pit awaited me because math proved beyond my grasp. I had to work more diligently while seeking the assistance of classmates who were better than I. It worked, but I still don't like math. Take the road less traveled by. The path avoided by others may be the one where you will find a pot of gold awaiting you. In college, I was ridiculed for wishing to study abroad in England. Since I was black, the continent of Africa was supposed to be my only concern. Little did they know I was motivated by an ancestor who traveled to England in the 19th century from Virginia, and I wanted to tread the same ground. It is I who became enriched and now commune with friends worldwide. Remember the 3 C's of life: competence, commitment, and compassion, which will ensure success and be recognized by others. It is true in any worthy endeavor to pursue music, sports, and academics. All things excellent are as difficult as they are rare. In this you will remain humble and focused, knowing that unseen hands often determine your destiny. Lastly, never retreat from being a truth teller. Truth tellers are omnipresent, especially older people. Listen, absorb, and learn. Being a truth teller is an uncomfortable role, which may produce tension within your family, among your friends and neighbors. As children of the universe, you are summoned to do this because it is the need of the hour. You must keep interested in your own community, but the world you inhabit is interdependent. What happens to a student in a distant land affects you. Celebrate diversity and learn from those who you think have no relationship to your daily existence. I end on a note of history with an apt quote from the Emperor Augustus Caesar. If I have played my part well, clap your hands and dismiss me with applause from the stage. My heartiest congratulations. The world awaits your contributions.
Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. We're just about at the close of our ceremony, but before we begin with the commencement, I just wanted to say a few more words, and I would be terribly remiss if I didn't introduce to you the incredible, awesome faculty members who are sitting up on the stage with us. So when I call your name, just please stand up and take a little bow. Assistant Principal for Science, Marie Micheline Jean. Our Assistant Principal for Math and the Arts, Miss Judita De Mayo. You've already met our lovely principal, Ms. Tracy Martinez. We have our representatives from the PTA. We have Mr. Willard Price. Thank you, Willard, for always supporting us and our students. We appreciate it. We have the parent of Emily Diana, Miss Anita Diana. Thank you also for always supporting us. We truly appreciate you. Assistant Principal for Instructional Support Services, Mr. Thomas Meldow. Saving the best for last, AP for the Arts, oh my goodness, English Language Arts, those arts, Mr. Brian Panapinto. I also like to shout out Mr. Smaragdis, our Assistant Principal of Security over there. Our awesome deans, we got Mr. Kay over there, Mr. Murphy back there. And Miss Sheridan, of course, thank you. And again, to all the staff who are here. I just want to leave you with one more piece of advice that runs through my head at a time like this, especially because this is the last time I'm going to get to address you as a group. And man, I'm gonna miss you guys so much. Like, I'm looking out here, and I know so many of you, and I love so many of you, and like, you know, Yasmin Obaid, where are you, Yasmin? Like, just, what a mind, just love her. And Davina's always attached to her at the hip. You know, it's just what a great group. I love you guys so much, and I wish I had more time to just tell stories about all of you. So thank you. Thank you for making my job a pleasure. Anybody here ever see the original Rocky movie, the first one? Okay, well, it's one of my favorite movies ever since I was a kid. And one of the things I remember is Rocky is really beaten down by the people in his community. The kids on the streets don't respect him. The people at the clubs who watch him fight don't respect him. The guy he works for, the guy is always making fun of him. So he's pretty down on himself. So when he gets a call from Apollo Creed's office, which is the world heavyweight boxing champion, and he goes in, he assumes it's just to be a sparring partner, which the champion needs people to fight. And Mr. Creed's agent says, "Rocky, would you like to face Apollo Creed for the world heavyweight championship? Greatest opportunity in the world for a fighter." And his answer, no. And the agent is puzzled. And Rocky says, "Well, I'm just a ham and egger. I'm nothing like this guy. Like, you know, but thank you for the offer." Okay. Now, Rocky doesn't accept that fight because he doesn't believe he's good enough. And of course, what happens, if you watch the movie, he finally gets convinced to accept, and he goes the distance, all 15 rounds, with the world heavyweight champion, nothing more than a club fighter with a big heart. And of course, in the second movie, he wins, but that's another story. But anyway, the point of the matter is, he didn't believe he was good enough because of the people around him who always told him he wasn't good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people in our lives, sometimes even people who love us and care about us and don't even realize it. There are people in our lives who bring us down. And you might, and you know, and like I said, some people might not even realize it. I worked for a boss for years who made me feel like I was worthless. I'm just saying, so I can relate to it. All I'm telling you is, Don't ever let anybody tell you you're not good enough. You can't do that. You're not smart enough for that. Please, don't ever let anybody bring you down, because you know what? When the opportunity comes, you're gonna let that fear eat at you, and let the fear, never let fear make a decision for you, okay? You better put that fear in your back pocket and sit on it with your butt, okay? Don't ever let anybody tell you you're not good enough, and don't ever let your fear of failing or fear of not being good enough walk away from an opportunity that presents itself, okay? Because life is short, opportunities are rare. So when you have an opportunity, as Mr. Johnson touched on, take it. And don't let fear get in your way, okay? That's the other thing I want you to remember, besides choosing to do what is right and what is easy. And that is my final lecture to the class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time to recognize the beautiful, elite, illustrious graduating class of 2021. You remember the process that we went over, ladies and gentlemen? You're gonna take your card, starting with the left. Lazaro, how long did it take you to flatten your hair to get the hat on? I gotta know. From the left, move your card to the right, and you put yours on top. Move it to the right, put it on top. And so, I can't see who that is. Is that Mos? No. Whoever that is. Hi. She's gonna have the entire stack. I know Mehek, I can see Mehek. You're gonna come up row by row with the stack so I can call the names. So, hit the music, and let's begin. I also wanted to quickly shout out Jason Valdez, who's also going into the Navy. Congratulations, Jason. Tatiana Edwards. Mahek Detta. Destiny Downing. In my head, I forgot they gotta get the diploma case. That's up number 86 for this morning. I love you too. I miss you too. Kayla Devine. Leslie Contreras. Bianca Collin. Jennifer Chetta. Romella Chang. Ruth Ann Campbell. Elma Bushra. Nyasia Burke. Yvonne Baker. Haley Botch. Amber Daldiosing. Anissa Ali. Saru Ahmed. Shafiq Abdul. Anthony Abayero. Alexis Alvarez. Adil Asaf. Asaya Ashman. Irvensky Augustin. Christian Aurelius. Shakib Bagwai. Of course. I love you, Shakib. Raja Barry, congratulations. Emmanuel Barte. Curtis Bedeau. Joshua Briseno. Wait. Jaden Bowen. Christopher Boudram. Lazaro Castro. Hossein Ishraq. Jamie Joji. Cracia John DeBrito. Ashley Jalahir. Sanya Jacob. Nidhi Fanu. Anum Fanu. Gavita Indal. Isimeme Igene. Jane Gill. Damiana Huntley. Giovanni Hopkins. Milenska Gary. Rashida Francis. Donika Folks. Megan Fergus. Sade Elliott. Janatur Rahman. Jalen Cameron Rainey. Ibrahim Cham. Anuj Chauhan. Congratulations. Marcus Clement. Congratulations. Ezekiel Cruz. Alex Davis. Kevin Dudnoff. Fazli Elahi. Christopher Elter. One of the finest. Tanzim Farhan. Congratulations. Elvis Fernandez Pena. Augustine Gomes. Wasiku Haq. MD Zubair Hussein. Congratulations. Samuel Hussein. Arbaz Ishmael. Francesca Milford. Love teaching. And Chloe Michaud. Nia McDonald. Merlina Martindale. Tamara Lunchman. Isha Kukreja. Soraya Lomax Williams. Wood Shirlene Lozier. Hannah Curian. Navneet Kaur. Ravneet Kaur. Zayn Kayani. Renaldine Jean-Pierre. Sorana Joseph. Tiana Jones. MD Islam. Adyan Jalil. Brian Quintero Jimenez. Noah Johnson. Daniel Johnson. Ruben Joseph. Matthew Johnson. Andrew Karen. Andrew Karan. I respect the name. Abdul Muhammad Kayani. Pleasure. Sukraj Kinda. Alex Macau. 100 pounds lighter. Mike Jefferson Malalin. Jonathan Maharaj. Adolfo Marin. Travis Milligan. Franklin Monge. Shania Ramsumer. Mos Rahman. Justine Rangulan. Trisha Ramcharan. Ariana Rahman. Janira Raphael. Davina Mohammed. Yasmin Obaid. Darshini Prasad. Naomi Porter. Renelle O'Malley. Lynn Noel. Sabrina Narain. Ashwini Navanthan. Andrea Nanan. Kimani Mitchell. Mushfiq Malan. Hamza Mujahid. Daniel Narain. Mohammed Nazim. Giovanni Neal. Mitchell Ononizi. Eduardo Siaka. Anuj Panwar. Bhavin Patel. Floro Ilpintero. Diwan Rafin. Kyle Rahman. Gerard Randio. Israel Price. Kalel Robinson. Emmanuel Rosario. Andrea West. Moen Skicha Volchi. Joanne Lauren Vitor. Rihanna Mutuela. Shadeja Lopez. Maya Valley. Alicia Somar. Nina Shad. Tynesha Simmons. Candy Salazar. Alina Roy. Charlize Rosario. Isabella Romero. Kaylee Rodriguez. Ayana Roberts. Janice Rawls. Messiah Romeo. Jose Roque. Alex Betinio Rosas. Angelo Chinchilla. Anthony Hayes. Kushal Persad. Anthony Rodas. Tirtho Roy. Donovan Salomon. Mustafizer Sarkar. Isaiah Siram. Karan Simmons. Prince Preet Singh. Rohan Singh. Keyshawn Smelly. Daniel South. Javon Barrett. Lorenzo Walter. Gagandeep Singh. James. Akeem Beckford. Nadim Malik. Tracy Regis. Isis Cogswell. Mickerland Laurent. Grace Ozuronye. Janelle Jackson. Liana Urena. Catherine Zinnin. Takia Zaman. Dorcas Ofansi. Oh my gosh. Samantha Weir. Jaden Spence. Josiah Stanley. Adam Taveras. Rashid Pearson. Victor Urias Reyes. Trayvon Brown. Jason Valdez. Nashawn Wilder. Nicholas Wilson. Romero Williams. Siddharth Basra. Anaf Khan. Warlin Smoy Beauvoir. Warlin Garcia. Danesh Narain. Ayana Eluardo. Michael Jaleko. Gaurav Kumar. Cecilia Mackenzie Richardson. Glenford Gentle. Lydia Varghese. Ashikar Rahim. Emily Diana. Gonzalo Guerra Salinas. Sumaita Faria. And Talaya Dennis. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Van Buren High School, class of 2021. Not yet. We still got to get the goes. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not officially a graduate yet. Only when Principal Martinez comes up here, recites the ephebic oath with you, and has you move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left, only then will you be an official graduate of Martin Van Buren High School. Are you ready? Please stand.
It is my great honor and privilege to have you recite the ephebic oath. Repeat after me. With gratitude to my school, with pride in my city, and with devotion to my country, I pledge, as a graduate, to cherish the traditions of Martin Van Buren High School, as a citizen, to work both alone and with many, to improve my city, and as an American, to obey my country's laws, and to support and defend its Constitution. Now, move your tassel from the right of your cap to the left. And I now pronounce you official Martin Van Buren High School graduate class of 2021. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. That concludes the Martin Van Buren High School Class of 2021 graduation commencement ceremony. It has been my honor and pleasure to serve you. The exits are out by the softball field, so when you're ready to exit, take the exit there, and don't bum rush him. We have free Mr. Coffee ice cream. So, thank you. God bless.
Sorry, we couldn't answer. You look beautiful.